Hi everybody on day 9. It's about 8:05 here. I just finished writing about 10 minutes ago, maybe a little bit longer. I think I'm starting to feel better about it again. I don't know, I'm kind of yo-yoing, I'm kind of seesawing, to use a couple of analogies there, on whether or not I feel good about Nano this year. I don't know. I'm writing about something I like writing about, so I at least won't relive last year's wanting to head desk sensation, because that was no fun. Last year I ended up hating my Nano and the story that I'd come up with, and I didn't finish it. So yeah, I just need to sit down, get my arse in gear, figure out the specifics for this story, because seriously now it's less than a week before we're halfway through, so I should really have these details ironed out now. I have a couple of ideas for the next scenes, so that's nice. I've only really been thinking like one scene ahead, if that. Some days I've just jumped in not really knowing what I'm gonna write, and just seeing what happens, you know. Right, word counts. Today I wrote 1,891. Really close to 2,000. I think it's the closest I've come to 2,000 since the first day. It felt like more than that when I'd written it, you know. I was sitting here thinking, yeah, I wrote loads, and then I highlighted it to see what I'd got, and I was like, oh, bummer. Well, I shouldn't let that bum me out, because I'm still ahead. That's what I have to keep reminding myself when I sit here and say, oh no, I've done so badly. Yeah, no, you know, you're better off than some people, so shut up. Stop bitching. Nobody's a fan of bitching. So I'm at 15,385 now, which is nice. God, that's quite a lot of words. Of nonsense. No. Simple enough scene again today. I ended up having quite a lot of introspective again. Cole's been told by his mother to stay in bed for at least a day. I'm not going to write out the whole day because that would be boring. But I brought Sofia and Felipe back because I realised at work earlier that I'd kind of shoved them off. And they were, you know, quite important figures in Cole's life, so they deserve some more screen time, as it were. I also brought Vivian in again because, well, I'm considering her one of Cole's friends. You know, she's like their young friend. She's the pup who's tagging along. They've taken her under their wing, their collective wing. Cole and his gang. Anyway, so they come in, they hang out, for want of a better word, and they come to check up on their pal, on their buddy. Felipe's doing much better. You know, if he's in any kind of pain at all, he's not showing it. And they talk about what happened, and the fact that the female's downstairs and hasn't said anything. Vivian says that, you know, this other wolf hasn't even revealed her name. Cole's still quite uncomfortable about the whole idea of this female being, you know, to be blunt, possibly tortured for information. I don't know if Gareth would actually go that far, but Gareth is kind of hardcore. As he is in game now, he's completely mental. He's lost all sanity. He's just, I think as a character, he's always got wolf colour in his eyes, which is a really cool detail that a friend of mine wrote in when she picked them up. So yeah, you know, he's a very firm, unapologetic, harsh alpha when he needs to be. So he would go to those lengths. You know, if he thinks it's gonna benefit his pack, screw everyone else, basically. Which makes him sound a bit scary, but you know what, he is a bit scary. Those of you who followed me with Origin will remember he got really angry after Alswitha got hurt. Alswitha needs to show up again. God, I need to include her more. She's really important as the alpha female. Anyway, Cole asks, you know, what happened when he got back, blah blah blah. Basically, Theodore raised a head, and the others followed. And it comes out that Theodore hasn't been sleeping, and you know, Cole realizes, oh wow, okay, my father is really beating himself up about this, and with good reason, because he puts himself in his father's shoes. He thinks, okay, if I were him, if I were beta male, if I was the senior wolf in this scouting party, I would hold myself accountable for any injuries or losses. Josiah and Lucan, 2 out of 6, have gone missing now, and Cole was wounded and could have been killed. But basically what it all boils down to is Theodore saw his son get stabbed and go over a steep ledge, and immediately just forgot everything and went after him. So at the end of the day, what Theodore is really beating himself up about is shuffling his priorities. He forgot the others he was responsible for in order to save his son. And Cole doesn't really want to believe that. He wants to believe that his father is bigger than that. That he would consider the others before coming after him. But Felipe says, look, what would you do if it was your son or your mate? And Cole thinks, well, yeah, okay, I would do the same. And then at the end, I actually have the whole thing kind of go full circle, and he realizes, if I'd been paying attention, if I hadn't been stabbed, if I hadn't fallen over that ledge, my father wouldn't have lost focus, and Josiah and Lucan might not have been taken. And all these things. Cole is the kind of guy. He's the kind of character who will beat himself up. He doesn't like to show it, but he takes a lot onto his own shoulders. He goes through. He's old now. He's like 896. I said that before. And as I play him now, he's the kind of guy who will take that weight onto his shoulders. He doesn't like to let others carry that weight. And he started early. It's a huge thing for him though. Lost my train of thought. So yeah, he can understand. Clearly he gets it from his father. So so yeah, that's where I got to today. The other scenes I'm gonna be gearing up to are him talking to his father, and him actually working up the courage to go downstairs and talk to this female, because I am following NaNoWriMo sprints, but I'm not doing any of the NaNoWriMo sprints on Twitter, if that makes sense. Because most of the time I'm not actually at my computer when the sprints are going up, or I'm not working on my nano, but they've got some good ideas. I saw one of the challenges earlier was put your main character and your antagonist together. I think the actual challenge was they have to pretend to get along. I'm not gonna go that far with it, but it did give me the idea of Cole talking to this female, and he might be able to get some answers out of her. I don't know. I'll have to explore that. I'll have to see what comes. Because I don't want to paint Cole to be like this special kind of guy who can get the answers where others can't. But we shall see. We shall see. I listened to the music that my best friend sent me yesterday in that lovely care package, and it was actually really helpful. What did we have in there? We had some let me see. Oh no, we've all disappeared. 1 second. Oh, fail. Here we go. Had some classical music in there, some Grieg, probably said that wrong, some Mozart, and then something from Heavy Rain. I think that's a game. It looks like a game. Also, music from Max Payne, the games, not the movie, and something from Alan Wake. They were really, really helpful. So I might have to make a little playlist and just keep playing it, because it was really, really, really good. It was really helpful. So she knows her stuff. When it comes to music, I could always rely on her anyway, because she's like a music guru. Yeah, I think I've run out of things to say now. I'm gonna try and start writing earlier in the day if I can, because I'm leaving late. My eyes are really tired right now. They actually hurt a little bit. Bummer. I actually kind of miss 2009 when I used to work evenings. I remember those days. Working evenings sucked, but I could get my writing done earlier, and then Nano would be on my brain while I was at work. So, oh. I'm gonna go now, and I will check you out tomorrow on day 10. I'll have hit the third of the way through mark. That's probably a better way to say that, but holy crap, nearly a third of the way through Nano. How is this possible? Until then, keep writing, good luck with your word counts, and I'll check in again tomorrow. Bye!